Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm still alive, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while. I've been busy. I took the shell off. Gonna have to fix it. A little bit of water leaking in through the roof. But it's been a while, guys. I did a little reset. A little bit of a personal reset. Sometimes it's good to back away to reassess what you really want to do in life. And I'm looking forward to talking to you about my goals, 2026, where I'm heading, and what I'm doing. Right now, I'm happy I made it through 25. All right, so sit back and enjoy. I'm gonna get down here to the beach and start over. We just had a pretty big rainstorm come through. I hope I don't get poured on. I don't think so. But I'm back to filming, back to committing to create some good content about my life, reselling, history, travels. This is what it looks like the day after Christmas. It's pretty pretty. I learned something the other day. So this is the jetty for the, if you see back over there, the sewer system. And they've been a sewer system for almost 100 years, one way or another. You know, different levels of it just kept on expanding as we grew here in Huntington Beach, Newport area. Well, they had a third pier down here. We have the Balboa, which is that way. Then we have Newport Beach right next door, right there. You can see the tip of it, but not in the video. Then you have Huntington Beach Pier down here. But 100 years ago, they built a metal structure, right off of this right here. And underneath this concrete, or next to the river jetty, is sewer drain for sludge, which was treated. And it goes out 12 miles that way, straight out. It's actually some of the best fishing in the area. All the fish hang out there. You'll see all the boats at the end. But back 100 years ago, they had this pier that went out. It looked like it was probably 1,000 feet long on the photos. It was a temporary pier, and that's how they were able to lay the sewage line using this metal pier. Just imagine this will just keep going and going and going. So I thought that was cool, a little history, something new for me. I sit back and, you know, I've been having, last couple months have been real challenging for me. Got through Christmas. I'm doing a complete reset and just really needed to ask myself what I wanted in life, and you know, and I've gotten creative again, creating products and services and outlining ideas, and it's not turning off. It's just every time especially with the AI boom, I'm seeing things that I can create now. So I'm really excited. I've been working on stuff, outlining, visualizing tools that could be, you know, helpful for people. So I'm not stepping away from reselling. Obviously, we are all disappointed with all the technical issues. we have all experienced. And me, I got sick, and for a year I struggled on top of technical issues being, not in the very best of places. I got myself behind, and I just realized with the reset, I have to really choose what matters to me. And I'm at the point now, I think about Arkansas quite a bit. When I'm able to, I'm going to take the chance. Even if I live in an RV and have my inventory in a warehouse or a storage facility, I can make a lot of money there. And let me explain why. This is how much rain it's just horrible. Bean bags. This will all get cleaned up once the storm passes. But what I mean is, shipping any item anywhere in the country becomes about 80 cents cheaper for me living in the center of the country. And my goal is, I want to get to a point where I'm shipping 2,000 items a month, and I'll have to have about 100,000 units. Right now I have 15,000, shipping between 300 and 400 units a month, and I'm paying all that extra shipping from the coastal across the country. And that's one reason I can save quite a bit of money on shipping, as well as I love Arkansas. I love the way it smells. I love it when it's hot. I love it when it's cold. I don't feel like I'm crowded. So I'm really I've narrowed my focus and given myself a hard deadline. Within the next 3 years, if I'm able to live off grid on my property or buy another one, I'm going to do that. It's all you can talk about it, but if you don't act on it, it's really just rubbish. You're just talking. So I visualize myself fishing, growing some vegetables, maybe having some pigs, some cows, having my robots organize inventory, the list, having AI list, have AI do customer support, have my Tesla car drive me around, even maybe use my Tesla car as a robo-taxi and let people use it, lower my fees and my monthly dues. But I can see that in 10 years. That's really what I want. I want to still be self-employed. I want to have my own land. And based on the size of the land, I won't have any neighbors. I live in an old mobile home. I got 3 water leaks in it right now. I've gone on the roof and I've done everything to stop the water leaks, and it still drips. So the trailer's almost 60 years old. It doesn't have any value. It's not gonna, how old is it gonna be when I'm 20 years from now if I'm still here? So I really want to, reset, and so that's kind of my overall dream the next 10 years. I've set some goals here in the near future. I'm going to be ramping up my listing flow. Using post-listing AI, I'll be listing every 20 minutes. I have to source better. By March, I'll be buying more frequently. I'll be selling off my low value items at the flea market that haven't sold. And as I buy new lots, 10% of those items that are coming in new will be diverted to the flea market. So I'm not always listing low value items. I'm creating a new outline in my head. I'm using ChatGPT to proof concepts, and I'm hoping to be fully invested in creating tools to help me and help others that are that struggle with disabilities. And you don't even have to struggle with disabilities. It's going to help you. You know, accounting, sourcing, buying supplies, knowing where the cheapest stuff is at. The data's out there. You just have to, have to be able to find it. And I'm only seeing AI getting better. And I'm being somebody that trademarked products and patents and over the years and helped develop products. I see myself diverting into that. I see myself taking maybe half my time and really focusing on what I do well. I love the reselling. I got into reselling because of my patent, and obviously if anybody followed the channel long enough, the product was too low end and I was struggling with getting consistent products from China inventory. So I still love the reselling process. I love the finding treasures. Having to work for myself my entire life with the dyslexia, not taking your own liability and not putting it onto an owner that shouldn't be responsible for someone's problems. I create my own income. So I'm looking forward to the next year. I'm going to take the next 2 months. I got about 3,000 items to list from my death pile. Obviously, they're low value items. There might be something in there. You just don't know. But I'm already testing the new tool to AI prompts to look at inventory and auctions and try to identify high value through items. And it isn't that, I'm cheating. I'm using the tool to help me organize the items I should be looking at. So I look forward to improving my sell-through rate from $16 a unit to $25. Once I get to 50,000 units in the store, it should be about $4,000 to $5,000 a month gross. And once I get to 100,000, narrowing my focus even more on higher sell-through rate items, I'll have a minimum of $20 to $25 items in the store and up. And hopefully by then all my $6 CDs will be gone and music CDs, and just I bought whatever I could just to survive, and every item takes a certain amount of time to research it, and now, you know, I'm going to use my creative ability, and there's plenty of inventory out there to find, and hopefully here in 5 years I'll have some sort of robot to help me separate and sort my inventory and pull inventory from sold comps and start using technology and growing. And I'm looking forward to this journey. And I want to thank you for, if you didn't unsubscribe, I appreciate it. And I'm going to try to do more videos and take you along the journey. And from learning to sourcing to life experiences, I appreciate you coming along. You guys have a great day.